welcome to Roads Renewed. My name is Kosi Anyao. This program, brought to you by the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA, offers you a front row seat to the agency's tireless efforts to improve Nigeria's federal roads infrastructure. We showcase roads maintenance operations and activities across the Federation and the FCT, featuring completed and ongoing projects, the voices of everyday road users and communities living along the corridors of rehabilitated roads. We also bring you exclusive insights from those leading the charge to renew our roads. For operational expediency, FERMA divided the nation horizontally into two, East and West operations. In this episode, we shine the spotlight on the West Operations Department of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA, which covers a vast and strategic part of Nigeria. This includes all 6 southwest states, the entire northwest region, and key north-central states, covering the Federal Capital Territory, Niger, Kogi, and Kwara, from seaports, airports, and industrial hubs to border towns and rural communities. This zone is not only expansive, but critical to Nigeria's socio-economic flow. In this zone alone, thousands of kilometers of federal roads weave through densely populated cities, agricultural belts, and commercial routes. Maintaining this network is a continuous challenge that demands more than just manpower. It requires foresight, coordination, innovation, and funding. As the pressure on road infrastructure grows due to increasing population and economic activity, so does the need for timely, strategic intervention and proactive maintenance. We examine what it takes to keep Nigeria's Western Wing Road network moving, from emergency interventions to strategic proactive maintenance of high traffic corridors. We will be right back after this short break. Please stay with us.
We've all felt it. The dangerous potholes that destroyed our cars and caused accidents, the bad roads, the washout, the cut-off bridges and embankments that prolong our journey time. But across Nigeria, something new is happening. Committed officials of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, are on the ground. They are not just patching the potholes, they are monitoring, updating and reporting the conditions of our roads, undertaking maintenance operations, and renewing hopes, connecting our communities one bit by bit. From bustling markets to long-haul journeys, better roads mean safer trips, faster trade, enhanced security, reduced vehicle maintenance costs, and more precious time with loved ones. This is the commitment of FEMA, investing in our infrastructure, investing in our future. Roads Renewed, FEMA, connecting Nigeria.
Welcome back. You're still watching Roads Renewed, a program brought to you by the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA. Still on the activities of FERMA's West Operations Directorate. The West Operations Directorate is solely responsible for ensuring that these arteries stay alive through proactive maintenance, emergency interventions, and rehabilitation efforts. From bustling corridors like the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to interstate roads linking Kaduna to Kano and major rural routes in Zamfara and Kogi, the demands on this zone are immense. But how does this agency navigate such an expansive terrain with limited funding? How is FEMA leveraging partnerships, funding, and field capacity to stay ahead? To help us understand all of this, we were with the Director, West Operations of FEMA, Engineer Yomi Abuade, over the week, and he gave us an insight into the ongoing realities coming from the angle of someone who knows this terrain intimately. He shared with us road maintenance strategies, ongoing and upcoming projects, and the challenges and opportunities within this vast operational zone. Take a look at the interview. Welcome to Roads Renewed, where we spotlight the people behind Nigerian roads infrastructure. Today, we are focusing on the West Operations Zone. Please, sir, can we meet you?
Yeah, my name is Engineer Yomi Agbade, the Director of Waste Operations. This department has the full responsibility to coordinate all FEMA activities in the western parts of Nigeria. Thank you.
So, sir, can you tell us what are the current conditions of the roads, the major roads in the western part of Nigeria, and which ones need quick fixing according to FEMA's 2025 strategic roadmap?
Yeah, for clarity's sake, let me clarify those roads in contention in these circumstances. When we talk of federal roads in the east operations, we are talking of west operations especially. We are talking of roads in the northwest comprising of Sokoto, Katsina, Kebbi, Kano, down to the western part of the north central. We're talking of Kaduna, Kwara and Niger State, down to the whole of the southwestern part of Nigeria, with Edo Delta and Edo Delta. So basically, we can categorize these roads into three categories. Good, maybe like 30% of the entire length of these roads are in good condition. Then we have like another 30% of these roads are in very fair condition. Then we have 40% of these roads in poor conditions. But even those 40% that are in poor conditions, we still ensure that these roads are in good motorable condition throughout the year. And when we talk of roads that are of importance to FEMA in the 2024-2025 year, all roads are of importance to us in Federal Road Maintenance Agency. The core mandate of FEMA is to ensure that all federal roads are kept in good motorable condition throughout the year. But we seldom give priorities to major arterial roads. These are roads linking state capitals. These are roads leading to power plants, airports, and commercial centers.
Thank you very much for that very illuminating response. So, sir, Nigerians would like to know, how does FEMA balance need for emergency intervention with already planned maintenance, especially in the high-risk prone areas during seasonal degradations?
Yes, what we normally do is, the first thing is for us to identify locations that are prone to failure due to adverse weather conditions. So with the collaborations we have with NIMET, that is Nigeria Meteorological Agencies, they give us weather forecasts and predictions. They give us information and warning signs that allow us to identify these locations. Once these locations are now identified, what we normally do is we do preventive maintenance repairs like desilting of drainage structures around those areas. Then it gives us the opportunity to have standby funds available for us so that in case of any eventuality, we have enough resources to mobilize to sites within a very short period of time.
Okay, sir. Given the increasing impact of weather extremes, how is FEMA working to ensure that the roads don't keep getting damaged and they are resilient to climate change?
Well, the northwestern part of Nigeria and the southwestern part of Nigeria, we all are aware that the rainfall is quite very high. And we all know that water is the biggest enemy of the road. So what we do in circumstances like this is we try to build weather resilient infrastructural roads so that we ensure that the kind of materials we use on these roads are weather resistant. For example, we use textile materials to protect all our embankments. We equally use polymer modified asphalts to pave our carriageways. These are materials that protect the road better in adverse water environments.
Sir, just to ask, are these materials used proactively or as a response to the damages that the weather conditions cause to the roads?
Yes, no, these materials are used proactively. We normally use them because we envisage that the rainfall is quite high in this part of the country. So these materials are actually used before construction. We don't want for circumstances that when the road is damaged before we use them.
Okay, thank you very much for that response, sir.
Okay.
All right, sir. Just quickly to ask, how does FEMA collaborate with state governments, local governments, and contractors in the West Zone to ensure that roads are built consistently and on time?
Yes, we do have collaborative efforts with all our stakeholders. These our stakeholders include the state government, the local government, even the host communities where these projects are being executed. We collaborate with them, we carry them along, and this has a way of having positive impact on the timely delivery of our projects. We equally have good relationship with the House of Representatives Committee on FEMA, which they do regular oversight visits on our projects, and they assess both ongoing projects and even completed projects, give advices on way out. All this has positive impact on the way we do our projects. We equally ensure proper supervision of our projects. Like the Federal Road Maintenance Engineer has the responsibility in every state of Nigeria for monitoring and supervision of all FEMA activities within the states. The Zonal Director collaborates these efforts and ensures that every single job, every FEMA activities in all these zones comply with specifications. So all this together, put together, has a positive impact on service delivery from FEMA.
Thank you very much, sir, for those really interesting insights. And Nigerians are very forward-looking to see what is really happening in the West Zone of the country. So that will be all for now with our guest, Engineer Yomi Abowade, on this episode of Roads Renewed.
We've all felt it. The dangerous potholes that destroyed our cars and caused accident, the bad roads, the washout, the cut-off bridges and embankments that prolong our journey time. But across Nigeria, something new is happening. Committed officials of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA are on the ground. They are not just patching the potholes, they are monitoring, updating and reporting the conditions of our roads, undertaking maintenance operations and renewing hopes, connecting our communities one bit by bit. From bustling markets to long-haul journeys, better roads mean safer trips, faster trade, enhanced security, reduced vehicle maintenance costs, and more precious time with loved ones. This is the commitment of FEMA, investing in our infrastructure, investing in our future. Roads Renewed, FEMA, connecting Nigeria.
What an insightful session with Engineer Yomi Abowade, Director, West Operations of FEMA. Let's now bring to you a recent maintenance work from one of FEMA's project sites in Akwa Ibom State, South Nigeria, showing how the recent rehabilitation works have impacted the lives of residents and how FEMA is tackling these issues.
Ibiana Ibom local government area, about 50 minutes drive from Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, lies the peaceful community of Ikot Okookpedi, known for its rich culture, hardworking people, and vibrant farmlands. This community has endured one overwhelming challenge, a collapsed road system that isolated them from other communities. The Ikot Ekbana-E2 parallel road, particularly between kilometer 30 plus 350 and 31 plus 000, where these communities located, had become almost impassable with deep gullies, eroded shoulders, and failed carriageways. The road was a source of daily frustration for residents, traders, and transporters.
This location is Ikotoku Okopedi section of the Ikote Bene E2 Kwarere Road in Akwa Ibom State. The cause of failure on the road already recovered was due to pavement distress as a result of long abandonment, coupled with the accumulation of surface runoff on the pavements and verges.
Initially, this road was nothing to write home about. This road, before you can get up to a kilometer of this road through bike, it was all by much suffering and stress.
For years, the people of Ikot Oku Okokpedi lived with this collapsed infrastructure. It disrupted education, blocked medical access, and crushed small businesses. School children had to wade through stagnant water. Pregnant women in labor struggled to reach clinics, while traders lost their goods to floods, thanks to the intervention of the federal government and the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA. A long-awaited rehabilitation project was approved and executed.
This road, already before, it was unmotorable. But I so much thank God for now. God has just helped us through FEMA, repairing this road for us. Now it has been motorable and also footable for people to be moving around, freely without anything disturbing. In fact, I really thank FEMA very well.
We thank FEMA because they have come to our rescue. And now we have a smooth expressway whereby bikes and cars can enter our environment very easy. And we thank God because now we have free access route to our market. People come to this market, they come from Ikot, Ekpene, Aba, far distance to our community. So we are very grateful to FEMA for their good work.
In carrying out this work consists essentially of assessing the level of damage on the carriageway, raising proposals, and evaluating the proposal, and subsequently approval was granted, and the work was carried out in the following step. 1. Site clearance and removal of unsuitable materials, the compaction of the subgrade, bringing in materials as fill, the sub-base material, compact stone-base material on the already compacted subgrade and the sub-base, the application of asphaltic concrete prior to putting on a prime coat on the carriageway.
The reinstatement of the failed carriageway section between kilometer 30 plus 350 and 31 plus 000, which directly impacted the lives of the people of Ikot Oku and Okokpedi. The rehabilitation includes reshaping the road base, restoring shoulders, and improving water flow to prevent further erosion. Within 2 months, FEMA officials braved persistent rainfall, unstable terrain, and long-distance sourcing of materials to restore these critical access routes. For the first time in years, residents are beginning to see smooth travel, reliable access road, and revival of fishing and farming, which was once hampered by inaccessibility. This road, once a symbol of neglect, is now a beacon of renewed hope as people of Ikot Oku and Okokpedi are now reconnecting with the rest of Akwa Ibom State. The economic possibilities from agriculture to local trade are now within reach, thanks to the federal government and FEMA, as Ikot Oku Okokpedi now has a new lease of life.
Because it's God that take us out from this miserable place. Without federal government that send somebody to come and help us out. If not for federal government, these women all, where we are the mothers, we feel bad for longest time. For now, God has been Messiah, and the Messiah set off free. When you come down to it too, you will not have something to say because we have a very fine road. Very fine road. Very fine road.
The once forgotten community now stands connected, stronger, safer, and more hopeful than ever before. Because when a dilapidated road is fixed, it's no doubt a gateway to rapid development in the community. For the people of Ibiono Ibom, The road to renewed hope is now restored. We've all seen it. We feel the bad roads, the wear and tear on our vehicles, which are not just caused by weather conditions or contractors, but perhaps by lengthy years of non-active maintenance regime prior to the advent of FEMA. However, across Nigeria, FEMA is working tirelessly to monitor and maintain safe motorable roads. Our commitment is to your safety, your journey, and to our future. But these roads are a shared responsibility. When we desist from overloading, desist from indiscriminate dumping of refuse into water channels and other acts of road abuse, we would have been protecting the roads together. Safer roads mean smoother journeys, fewer breakdowns, and a stronger economy for everyone. It is a collective effort with lasting rewards. FEMA, committed to safer roads, our responsibility.
Rest assured, Roads Renewed will continue to bring you timely and detailed updates on the activities of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, across the Federation and the FCT, highlighting efforts to make Nigeria's roads more motorable, accessible, and efficient through the use of modern technology and proactive maintenance. Before we sign off, please note that this is a bi-monthly program broadcast right here on this station. We invite you to stay tuned for upcoming episodes as we bring you compelling stories, on-the-ground reports, and exclusive interviews from across the country. We welcome your feedback and engagement through our official platforms: Facebook, official FEMA Nigeria headquarters; X at FedRoadsNGR. You can also write us via email info@fema.gov.ng or visit our website www.fema.gov.ng. Let us know how our services are impacting your roads and your community. Until next time, I am Kosi Anyao, and on behalf of the entire production team, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.